Hey, and welcome back to my channel. We just finished a beautiful kitchen remodel and now I'm ready to put my kitchen to use. This is my busy season. I am a family photographer, it's fall, and I'm working a ton. I'm also a mom to four, and I am just trying to keep my family fed. I'm also trying to save money on groceries, and so I rely heavily on meal planning and just being strategic and keeping things flowing in the kitchen. This video is all about meal prep. I feel like I always need ideas and inspiration, so I hope that this helps you get some food on the table for your family this week. This first recipe is from a cookbook called Cook Once, Eat All Week. I use it when I'm in a pinch and I've really been enjoying it. I don't follow the recipe exactly, but for this one, I cooked a big pork shoulder butt on Sunday. At the end of the day, I shredded the meat and I stuck it in the fridge. And then on this night when I was ready to eat it, I roasted the sweet potatoes and Brussels sprouts. And then I put that shredded pork into a hot saute pan with avocado oil. And I sauteed it up with some oregano. And then when you do this, the meat gets really crispy. It renders the fat out and makes that pork so delicious and great for topping in a bowl. So as that's going, I made the dressing. I had some leftover avocado Caesar dressing, which is basically like homemade mayo and avocado, and some, I can't remember exactly what's in it, but essentially it's mayo, avocado, garlic, and lemon. And this turned out incredibly tasty on top of the bowls that we made. In between cooking things, I'm also prepping other things for the week. I made some homemade granola bars and I like to get them all wrapped up in plastic wrap for school lunches. Now, if you have a better idea than plastic wrap, please let me know because I do not like wrapping my food in plastic. I try to avoid plastic, but this is just what works for us right now. And it helps the kids have things they can throw in their lunchbox for the week. So the sweet potatoes are supposed to roast at about 425 for 45 minutes or so, and the Brussels sprouts obviously only need like 15 to 20 minutes. But I did take these sweet potatoes out too soon because my husband was heading out and I was trying to hurry and get dinner on the table before he left. And this ended up causing some problems for me, but the Brussels sprouts turned out great. So you just mix those together. This is the filling for the bowl. And it's supposed to go on top of smashed sweet potatoes. And here I am trying to smash them and they just were too hard. It was not working. So I put them back in the oven, I cranked up the heat, and then I tried it again. And this time they were able to smash down, and you put those in the bowl and you top it with the meat and the sauce, and it is actually so perfect. Way better than I even anticipated. This is one meal that we loved and we will definitely make again. Okay guys, it is dinner time and this week is going to be nuts. I spent all day editing. I was photographing an event last night and I've been editing at the computer for 7 hours today, and I have sessions all week, and we just have an extremely busy week and we still need to eat. So I've been brainstorming and I've had this air fryer recipe on my mind, and I don't have an air fryer, but my husband asked me today, what's for dinner? And all I could think of was this air fryer salmon. And so I impulsively ordered an air fryer on Amazon to be delivered same day. So if all goes as planned, the air fryer will arrive within the next hour or two. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and prep everything. I'm gonna meal prep some salmon and also some chicken. I'm gonna try them all out on the air fryer and share it with you guys, and hopefully it goes really well. I just keep seeing some really awesome things online, and I don't know if it's hype or if it's really as good as it seems, but we're gonna try that out today and see how it goes. So we're going to cut up the meat, dry it, pound it, get it much nicer looking and ready for cooking. So I am actively trying to become a better home cook. And what that means is I'm trying to learn new skills, and part of that is meat preparation. I don't love handling raw chicken or any raw meat, but I'm getting the hang of it and I'm learning a lot of things, like the importance of drying your meat and seasoning it, possibly the night before if you can. But yeah, you're along for the journey as I am trying to become a better cook. So these are pieces of sourdough bread that I ripped up. I'm making croutons for a Caesar salad. This is very easy to do. Just salt, pepper, Italian seasoning, olive oil, mix it up. And I am toasting it in my little Breville toaster oven at about 375 or so for 15 minutes until they are crispy and browned and they look like croutons. These are quite addicting. My kids will eat these on their own and I have to stop them so we can save it for the salad. I'm making some Caesar dressing and it starts with making homemade mayo. I was trying a couple different things here. I'm bringing an egg to room temperature, well, an egg yolk, and that's why I'm putting it in a bowl and I put it in another bowl of warm water. I was just trying to hurry things up, but I did a lot of weird things here as I was trying to make this dressing. Here are the finished croutons. Okay, update. Sadly, my Amazon order is not here in time. My family's hungry, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cook this chicken for now on the stove and make this dressing and make a delicious salad. And I'm gonna save all of my other meal prep for when the air fryer gets here. So I'm just gonna make enough for tonight. I've got a nice crust going on that chicken, so that is looking good. And now I'm back to the dressing. So the egg yolk is looking like it's room temperature and I'm supposed to pulse it in this food processor. The only problem was that the blade could not blend the egg yolk because the egg yolk was just too small. There wasn't enough volume. And so I tried pulling out my handheld immersion blender food processor thing, and even then it just wasn't working. I know there are so many methods to make mayo and I feel like I got myself all confused. So I went back to my tried and true mayo recipe, which I will link below, and that sort of worked out in the end. I'm still experimenting here. I think next time I'll try to make it with the immersion blender in a cup.
It's still not working. This used to work every time I did it. It makes no sense to me. It used to work every time.
I can see the frustration on my face because this was supposed to be a quick and easy dinner and I've had no problem making mayo in the past. So anyways, moving on from that, to make this Caesar dressing, you want to layer flavors, and the main ingredients are the homemade mayo and then anchovies. And I did not tell the kids that anchovies were in this, but it adds a lot of flavor and it's also really good for you. So I added, I think it was about 4 anchovies, and then I blended that up really well into like a puree. And then I added some Worcestershire sauce, as well as some garlic cloves, salt, pepper, freshly grated Parmesan, and a good generous squeeze of lemon juice. So all those flavors layered together creates the most delicious dressing.
Time to plate this beautiful Caesar salad. And get a big old scoop of lettuce. We're gonna get some chicken. I just use my hands all the time. I'm sorry if that grosses you out, but I'm a mom. Hands are a great tool. Okay, so now I need some croutons. And last but not least, dressing. Let me get a spoon. Oh my gosh, this is an authentic. This is authentic. Don't you agree? She's silent. Amazing.
I'm gonna take a minute now to tell you about a sponsor of today's video. Yesoul sent me one of their spin bikes, and it is a Peloton competitor. And so if you know me, I used to be a Peloton girly. I loved hopping on my bike and getting an epic workout in, but I didn't like paying $45 a month. And so 2 years ago, I canceled my membership. So I was excited for the opportunity to use this bike. And the great thing about it is you can use your phone to screencast content from YouTube and get your own workout in, and you don't need a membership.
Okay, oh my gosh. Oh, this is not easy. Okay, so now that I'm done my spin workout, I'm actually gonna do a little bit of strength training right here on the mat. And so I can turn the screen. I'm gonna pull up a strength training video on YouTube. I really like Fitness Blender. Let's see what else I can find.
Another feature I didn't have on my Peloton was the ability to turn the screen, and especially the streaming of workouts. I love finding content creators on YouTube. You can also use Netflix, just any streaming application you can play on the screen there. I have always been the type of person who works out. However, I don't work out aggressively or, every day or even as often as I should. But I think the habit is pretty much ingrained in me. And after I had my fourth baby, I went through some physical therapy for my diastasis recti. And so I really learned a lot about core and just really healing your body from the inside out. I think it's benefited me a lot of ways in life, and also just the mental boost you get after working out. There is absolutely nothing like it. I always feel so motivated after a workout. This bike is a fraction of the price of a Peloton, so if you're interested, you can view my description below.
Okay, workout is done, and now I can get on with my workday and feel a lot better about myself, feel refreshed, feel like I'm taking care of myself, and just have a better mindset in general. So that is why I work out, for my mental health and physical health. I don't do it for looks. I don't do it for any other reason other than to feel good and to be healthy. So I recommend you do the same. If you don't have time to work out, a spin bike in the basement with a couple of weights is really all you need, 20 to 45 minutes max, and then go take a shower and get on with your day. Okay, well, today is a new day and my air fryer is here, so I'm gonna go ahead and try out some recipes. Okay, so I already have my seasoning blend, and I'm just going to chop this up into cubes, give it a quick mix, and then I'm gonna stick it in the air fryer at 400 for 8 minutes. This is the first thing I've ever made in my air fryer. I truly have no idea how it's gonna turn out, but I'm hopeful. So excited. Here. Air fry at 400 for time 8 minutes. Start. And so this air fryer is gonna preheat. It's gonna preheat, and then it's gonna tell me to add the food. So once it beeps, it'll say add food, and then I'm gonna do that. All right, it's go time. Let's see. I'm just gonna pull this out. Just gonna plop it in there. Guess you're supposed to make sure it's really nice and spread out. You don't want to crowd it. Okay, I don't know if that's too crowded or not. I really have no idea. I know you're not supposed to crowd it. I think this is good enough. We'll try it out. All right. Let's see how much cleaning I can get done now. Shake it up. Oh, looks so good. okay? Good. All right, for the Brussels sprouts, I'm going to coat them in oil just so they all have a nice coating on them, and then season them with maybe 3/4 teaspoon of salt. So it's gonna be pretty salty, kind of like potato chips. That's the idea. This is 1 pound of Brussels sprouts. Go ahead and stick this here. Beautiful. Looks pretty crispy. That's gonna be gorgeous. Okay, let me put this on a plate. I'm so disorganized when I film. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop these right in. All right, for this, we're doing air fry, 400. We're gonna start with 4 minutes. And this just kind of gets it going and soft. And then after 4 minutes, I'm gonna take it out, shake it up, and then do it again for 450 for 15 minutes. At least that's a recipe I read online, and we'll see if it works out. I'm gonna try one. Honestly, I feel like this could go a couple more minutes. I might put it back in, I don't know yet. Meal number 2 is buffalo chicken bites. This is the chicken that I cut up yesterday. Okay, I already made the breading mixture for the buffalo chicken bites. I just need to make the egg mixture. The good thing about this chicken is I did already salt it yesterday, so it should be fairly well seasoned. And then I'm just gonna add the breading on top. Whoa, that's probably done. Nice and crispy. I actually like those brown bits. They're gonna be like crispy and just like potato chips. All right, let me put this in a bowl. Alright, while that's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and cut up this cucumber. So we have cucumber, Brussels sprouts, rice. We're going to have buffalo chicken and then salmon bites. And I have that Caesar dressing that I made last night. So we're just going to go ahead and throw together some different types of bowls. And everyone can just kind of mix and match and put whatever they want in it. That should do it. For the buffalo chicken bites, the breading was a 1/2 cup of gluten-free flour, and then I did about a 1/2 cup of almond flour, a teaspoon of garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, salt, and then a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. And then I made a sauce with a 1/2 cup of hot sauce and 2 tablespoons of melted butter. I cooked those in the air fryer for 15 minutes at 375, and I did it in 2 batches so that they all got nice and crispy. I then coated it with the sauce, but I didn't use all of it because I thought my kids might complain that it was too spicy, and I'm glad I didn't use all of it for their sake, but it was really, really tasty.
And then for the rest of the week, we use this meat and the salmon to make different types of bowls for quick and easy meals. And on this particular night, I was actually leaving for a photo shoot, so I was packing my meal to go. And I just built my bowl with the different veggies, and I made some brown rice. I topped it with the salmon and the Caesar dressing, and this was so delicious. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.